Hello, this is Chiak. We are back again with Tangle Tower, where we're gonna have to talk with this man, but first we're gonna have a look around.
A little hand-painted statue.
How can you tell it's hand-painted?
Well, the paints are right there on the desk. Also, I mean, no offense, but you can just tell.
Okay. A wooden carving of a man holding a sword. The model has been hand-painted, but the paint is not skillfully applied. This is... Oh, so there should be another L. Yellow, blue, black, and white paints were found nearby.
What is it?
He's an imp.
What does he do?
Well, if you tell too many lies, he appears at the end of your bed in the middle of the night.
Oh.
Okay, hold on. Like, the sun is right now shining on my face. That is odd. Okay. Nope, still shining in my face. That's right. There we go. Ugh.
It's a drinking horn.
Is it full of ale? Or mead, maybe?
Right now, it's just full of dust.
Oh.
Nice. A real treasure chest.
How do you know there's treasure in there?
Why else would it be locked? Plus, there's a treasure map hanging directly above it.
Okay, well...
What's the deal with that painting on the front?
Not sure. We should check that treasure map, too.
Okay. Okay, we have a dragon island, there's a palm tree, and then X marks the spot. So obviously we have an A... I don't know, this is northwest, south. Okay. So clearly, okay, the dragon and the mountain. I mean, I see this right here. So I'm putting I4. But I don't know about the I4 north? Oh wait, we have... They're showing birds as well. Hold on. Because, yeah, there's birds in the distance, so I don't know if that counts as well. Okay, so north, this is the... Okay, this is the direction we're facing. Alright. So first standing on X, but then there's only... I don't see the birds in this one. It's really the only... An X with a tree in it. Oh wait, this might be this actually here. Because we have the dragon, the sea creature on the left. We have the mountains on our right. And then there's the birds and the tree in the distance. So it's H6 facing west. There you go. No, this is in alphabetical order. No! H6 west.
There we go.
Perfect. What was in the box?
More wooden models. These are a little different to the one on the desk.
A model resembling a child with green hair, a model resembling a woman with gray hair, I would assume that is Flora. A model resembling a red and white bird. A model resembling a broad-shouldered man. The wooden models have been hand-painted. The paint is not skillfully applied. A pot of red paint and a brush is laying nearby. The brush has some dried red paint on it. Okay.
The entire room is made of wood.
Oh, it's not just made of wood. I think it's the actual hull of a ship.
Okay.
It's a barometer, but it's broken.
I've never seen a barometer that wasn't broken.
A pencil drawing of a mountain on a moonlit night.
Mood. The entire room is made of
Oh, it's
wood.
not just... I think it's the actual hull.
A hammock. It's kind of worn out.
I would politely describe it as lived in.
It's
Puffer fish?
Yes. It's also a lamp, for some reason.
That's a massive conch shell. Do you think there's a little crab living inside?
I hope so. It's a magic lamp. Can we summon the genie?
If we get really stuck, sure.
Oh, sorry, I almost skipped that.
Shelf junk.
Okay, I think that is it.
An old wooden mask.
Probably cursed.
Okay. Can we look outside?
You get a good view of the lake from here.
Okay. Yeah, so I think that's it because...
It's
besides-
Earth.
If Earth was made of paper and gave off a gentle pink light. A lot of redundant light sources in here.
Okay, wait.
The entire room is made of
Oh,
wood.
it's
I
not
know.
just
Okay,
it's the
that was...
actual-
We'll talk about the basket, but let's just talk to this man, because who are you? You are?
Sir? Can you hear me? I'm Private Detective Grimoire. I have some questions for you.
Grimoire. Good mysterious name. I'd rather like it. Felix Fellow at your beck and call.
And, this is my colleague, Sally.
Yeah, that's a perfectly good name as well.
Thanks.
If you would, Mr. Fellow, we really need to ask you about the murder.
Well, I must say I'm rather jealous of you two.
Oh yeah? Why's that?
Out here solving mysteries, exploring new places, uncovering secret rooms, hidden treasures. That's what life is all about.
Secret rooms?
Generally speaking, you know, that sort of thing.
So there may be a secret room.
So, Felix, what exactly do you, do?
Is it not obvious? I'm an explorer. Explorer / treasure hunter. Yes, well, best in the world.
We're talking like curse statues, spike pits.
It's a little more sophisticated than that. But I've certainly seen my share of danger, if that's what you're asking.
And, if I may ask, when did you retire?
You listen here. I may be between ventures right now, but it's simply not in my nature to stay in one place for too long. I go wherever the winds of destiny take me.
Don't you live here with your wife and daughter?
Yes, well, the Fellow family has certain loyalties, and with Flora the way she is...
Nothing wrong with raising a family, Mr. Fellow.
Don't misunderstand me. Fiona and Flora are my entire world. They are the greatest treasure of all.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so this is the father.
Why on earth would you want to know about that?
The murder of Freya Fellow. The reason we're here?
Ah, right. Nasty business. Very unfortunate. I regret that I can't be of any help, but I wish you all the best in your investigation.
Hear that, Grimoire? We're done here. Let's go.
It's a simple question, Felix. I'm sure you're up to it.
Well, there's not much to tell. Mostly, I was in my room by myself, working on Flora's, working on a project.
Your room is quite close to Flora's tower. You didn't hear anything unusual?
What qualifies as unusual?
What have you got?
Okay. You know what? Let's get all of this stuff and then get the statement.
Dearest Flora, a remarkable woman. Oh, yes. Been married over 20 years now.
You two still get on?
Of course. What a question.
She hasn't gone quiet on you.
It's true she has an independent streak. She's had it her whole life. She's the youngest of 3. Always something of a lone wolf, you know? Just the way she is.
Lone wolf is putting it lightly. She doesn't seem to want to talk to anyone.
She just likes time to herself, away from the company of other humans.
Other humans?
Well, yes, other people, you know.
Okay.
You're the one currently basking in his presence. You tell me.
Let's move on.
Okay.
My daughter Fiona, our little burgeoning genius. You've met her?
We did. She's going by Fifi these days.
So I've heard. I asked her some weeks ago, what's wrong with your real name? She told me, get this, she wanted a name with an even number of syllables. She makes up the strangest things when she's under pressure.
What makes you think she made that up?
I happen to know the real reason she prefers Fifi over Fiona.
Oh, yeah?
It's what Freya called her.
Okay.
Quite the character, eh? A fellow member of the Order of the Crimson Cloak.
Is that a real thing?
No, I just meant because we both wear, red capes of a sort.
Has she questioned you yet?
If you call that questioning, she seemed bored by everything I had to say. I heard on the grapevine, supposedly Hawkshaw is searching for some rare item, something called the Golden Beetle. Honestly, it's probably a bunch of sensationalist rubbish.
You reckon?
Quite sure. There is no treasure called the Golden Beetle.
How do you know?
Because I would have heard of it. Uncommonly skilled as an artist, but Freya was so much more than her talent. She helped me get started with my own painting, It taught me what she knew about wood carving, too. Tremendous patience. She was ever so good with dear Flora.
Freya and Flora were close?
Oh, yes, especially recently.
How are you related to Freya?
Somewhat distantly, as it happens. My father, Lord Fellow, was her grandfather. Technically, that makes her a fellow. Let's just say there was some discussion over whether she ought to carry the name at all. There's a family tree in the Grand Hall. You should take a look at it.
What about her inheritance?
Freya's parents died when she was around 3 years old. She came to live here shortly afterwards.
Nobody left her a thing?
I'm afraid not. She had no formal claim over anything at Tangle Tower. Fitz? I don't trust him. He's slippery. Never commits to anything. Brain like an onion.
An onion?
Did you two have an argument?
No, but my daughter doesn't like him at all. And I trust Fiona's judgment entirely. She's a very vigilant young woman.
Okay. Oh boy, all this.
Charming, isn't it? Yes. Built by the Remington family originally. Dear Flora's father and his associates.
But now it's owned by you? By the Fellow family?
The Fellows and the Pointers have both come to claim a certain degree of ownership.
And who named it Tangle Tower?
Flora chose the name.
What does it mean?
I think it was her intention that it mean nothing at all. Something of a fresh start.
From what?
This really isn't for me to say, but she had some kind of disagreement with her siblings. After they moved away, Flora changed the name of the house. I think perhaps she hoped it would make them feel unwelcome, less likely to come back.
That's kind of extreme.
Yes, it is rather, isn't it? What's this?
It's my case file. It's how I know what I'm supposed to be doing.
You mean to say you're bound by the limits of what's written in this little document? Sounds dreadful.
I found it comforting.
That looks like it might belong to Poppy. Rather ugly, isn't it, as far as statues go? Years of wind and rain have not been kind to it either.
Do you know what it is? The creature, I mean.
It's connected to the Remington family history in some way, but I can't recall.
The Remington family history. Okay, I need to take a picture of the family tree because just so many characters.
I'm as confused as you are. It would have been a beautiful painting. It's rather a shame Freya was unable to finish it.
Nothing about it seems strange to you.
Well, all these modern paintings are slightly strange, aren't they? The emotion of the piece taking over from, say, anatomical accuracy.
What about the knife in Flora's hand?
A knife? That's what you see?
You don't?
Well, as I was saying, Freya's artistic approach distorts certain shapes. Hard to say exactly what we're looking at.
Yeah, I always wondered, is she like holding a feather? I don't know, maybe because all the discussions about birds from last set made me think it was maybe a feather, if not a knife.
It's unlike her to leave paint on the brush.
I think we'll give her a pass, given the circumstances.
Ah, yes. So we shall.
Sir, did you forget?
Looks like Freya's paints.
Do you know why the pots are cracked down one side?
No, that's very odd. They're normally in excellent condition.
You seem pretty sure about that.
Flora's quite fond of that old thing. It's in poor shape, though.
Do you know what happened to it?
Can't say I do. Flora's quite fond of that old... It's in
Oh,
poor...
my bad.
Do you know
Can't...
Meant to click
That
this?
looks like it might belong to Poppy.
Okay.
Does Flora normally keep something in here?
She must do, but I admit I've never managed to work out what.
Why not just ask her?
I feel like if somebody keeps something locked away in a ceramic egg, it's because they don't want to be asked about it.
Rules to live by.
Where did you find that?
It was in the library.
Really? How odd. That looks like it might belong to Fitz. Why would someone lock up a book like that?
We think it's a secret diary.
Aha! Teenagers are funny, aren't they? That's one of Freya's paintings, is it not? It's impressive, but a little miserable for my tastes. My daughter Fiona and her best friend, they grow up so fast.
Do you know why it's ripped like that?
Ah, yes. I didn't even notice. No idea.
Okay.
Freya was quite the talent. She had a way of capturing the spirits of her subjects. Not in an evil way, in a good way. I've been carving for a couple of years now. I was hopeless when I started, but it didn't take me long to master it, as you can see.
Do you paint them yourself too?
I do indeed, yes. Freya kindly taught me the basics. Nowadays, I can make just about anything I can imagine. Of course, this particular model is a self-portrait based on hard fact.
Hard fact, huh? So, you own a sword, Felix?
Of course, I own a great many. But my weapons are stored well away from Tangle Tower. Safety first and all that. Ah, you found it. What do you think, huh? I had to rush the final touches a little bit. It turned out all right, though.
What's it supposed to be?
It's Flora, of course, surrounded by all her favorite people.
Okay. Well, let's get that statement.
It was dusk. A feeling lingered in the air. Malevolent, perhaps. Uncertain, as life itself.
Abridged version, please.
Right, fine. I heard someone heading down the stairs, just outside my room. The footsteps were calm, orderly, so I thought nothing of it. Shortly afterward, I heard a second set of footsteps, going the same way. This time I could tell just from the sound that something was wrong. So I looked out into the hallway. I got a glimpse of Poppy disappearing down the staircase to the floor below. Didn't know what to make of it, to be honest. I thought perhaps she'd had a disagreement with Fitz, as I know those two are close. So I looked into his room, just in case, but it was empty. as was the garden beyond his window. Back in the hallway, I bumped into a very concerned-looking Penelope. She was heading up Tangle Tower to find Professor Pointer, so I escorted her. We went into Flora's room. Poor Freya was laying on the floor. Fiona, Poppy, Fitz, and Pointer were there already. Flora, too, of course. Soon enough, everyone else made their excuses and left.
Including you?
Not I. I stayed. Flora needed me.
Okay.
There's something about Felix's painting supplies. Something suspicious.
Let's ask him about it.
There's something about the image of Flora in the painting. Something suspicious.
Let's ask her about it.
Okay. Suspicions. You know what? Let's...
Anything we should know? Any hobbies? Besides staring out the window?
No,
We met Felix, your husband. He's one of our suspects, and he seems pretty suspicious if you ask me. So, if you want to stick up for him, now's your chance.
Nice try.
Okay.
We spoke to your daughter Fifi. She's some kind of super intelligent scientist. You must be proud of her.
Okay. A
We spoke to
nod?
Hawkshaw.
I think it's a nod.
I assume she didn't get anything out of you either. I bet that really ticked her off.
Were you close with Freya? How are you two related? Did you kill Freya?
Grimoire!
What? I don't even think she's listening.
Oh, she's listening.
Do you and Fitz have anything to do with each other? Other than your initials?
Okay, so obviously we have 3 more people, which would be Poppy, Penelope, and Professor Pointer, I believe is his name. Okay, let's get a lot more silence with every single one of these. There's so many, there's so much empty space left still. Nothing? Okay, this is probably how it's gonna go. Eyes closed, head up, head down, eyes closed.
Did you ask Freya to paint this? Or was it her idea?
What is that you're holding in the painting, Flora? Some people have been saying it's a knife.
Okay.
Is this your gramophone?
Do you know why it's cracked?
Eyes closed, head up, I don't know.
Flora, this is your egg? Why do you keep it locked?
Is there supposed to be something in there? Or is it always empty?
I wonder if, like, at some point we're going to get some sort of legend or stuff in order to decipher her. I guess.
Have you seen this book before? Do you know who it belongs to?
I really thought she was gonna say something there.
Okay, nothing.
This is a photo of Fifi, isn't it? Your daughter?
What do you think of your husband's hobby?
Do you have any hobbies? You haven't seen this yet, have you?
It's a little model of you. Who were the other people next to you?
Okay. Time for the
So,
suspicion.
this painting, specifically that knife in Flora's hand.
Yeah, it's creepy. But we didn't find a knife anywhere in the room. So what's going on?
It's not a knife. We need a clue to compare with the painting. Something to explain what that knife shape actually is.
Okay. Wait, the bird book.
Let's take a closer look at this.
What's the connection between these two clues? Okay. The painted knife is a feather. Is it called the ink dip? Okay. Well, I called it. It was a feather,
The
so...
painted knife is actually just a feather from an ink dip bird.
It's definitely the right shape, but the book's not in color. The thing Flora's holding in the painting is red and white, specifically. Is there anything to suggest that the ink dip bird is red and white too?
Is there anything to suggest? I mean, like... Is there anything in Tangle Tower, this image? Because only red and white that we got is this thing here. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. You can't use the painting, that makes no sense. A piece of adhesive tape is stuck on it. Lines have been drawn with black ink around the edges.
That's not it.
Okay, just... I have no idea. Do we even... I'm assuming we have this, otherwise... This wouldn't allow us to continue on, right? But I haven't... Something that suggests the ink dip bird is red and white. I don't know of anything that's gonna suggest that. Wait, the painted model. There's a bird here. I forgot about that.
This little thing? I don't understand why Felix would make a model of this bird as part of a gift for Flora. And come to think of it, why would Flora be holding a feather in the painting anyway?
Betrayed Flora, attacked Flora, was Flora's pet, so she... To show her friends to remember it by?
The ink dip bird was Flora's pet, so she kept a single feather to remember it by.
She kept the bird as a pet. And it died?
Maybe it flew away.
Flora spends all her time staring out the window.
Either way, she kept the feather. I think it was pretty important to her.
All right. So, she was holding the feather while Freya was painting her. But where is it now? You'd think she'd keep it somewhere close by.
Yeah, I think she does. Normally. This is where Flora usually keeps her feather.
Okay, that would be the Fabergé egg. Where are you? Egg. Wait, oh, empty egg.
That we opened it. It's empty.
Mm-hmm. Completely empty. Flora? She's pointing at something in the corner of the room.
It's just a pile of books. They're not... Wait, there's something tucked inside this one.
Flora's drawings of Flora and a small bird. There is a handwritten message on the back. These are for you, love, Freya. Oh. Can we...
I like these drawings, Flora.
Is there a reason why you wanted us to see them?
Yes? My imaginary interpretation. Okay, I mean, there's still one room. Well, yeah, well, then there's this, but I want to have more, because we have so many items now that I just need to come back to everyone and oh, you haven't.
Name, Haksha. Age, unknown. Profession, private detective. Likes, quote, being left alone. Dislikes, quote, being constantly badgered by a weirdo nerd with a clipboard.
I will say, because like in comparison to the previous game, this game has way more dialogue, or way less repetitive dialogue, because they tend to have something different to say for each of the items and people, which would make sense in this case because they are family. They've been living on this island together for a number of years, so they should have at least some sort of opinion. but it does.
Name, Felix Fellow. Age, 53. Profession, none. Likes, collecting objects of negligible monetary value and assigning them personal value. Dislikes, the inescapable realities of human existence. Notes, Felix is my father and legal guardian.
And, is he a good dad?
I have no point of comparison, but I would say no.
No? Why not?
You asked me a binary question. Do not get upset that I provided one of the two possible answers.
What makes him a bad father, Fifi?
He has trouble expressing his emotions, and something of a willful detachment from reality.
Huh. Just like you, then.
Grimoire.
No. He is quite correct. Name, Fritz Fellow. Age, 24. Profession, crypto-botanist. Likes soil, dislikes electric lights.
Hang on. Crypto-botanist? I thought he was just a gardener.
That may well be his preferred label. Mine, however, is more accurate.
Do you and Fitz not see eye to eye, Fifi?
We do not.
Well, I wouldn't have thought so. He's well over 6 foot and you've got to be just barely 5.
So, what's your problem with him?
Exactly 1 week ago, I witnessed him sneaking up Pointer Tower. He was making every effort to avoid detection.
So?
He was also carrying a knife.
Okay. Okay, how much more
The
stuff?
fruit here has a unique chemical makeup. It makes them completely pointless. Unless you wish to cut it down and sell it as a precious stone.
It's not edible.
Depends
On what?
on the structural integrity of your teeth. A book. My book.
And what's in it?
Pages.
Okay.
I believe Freya was attempting to communicate something through this painting.
Any idea what it was?
I am not the person to ask. All I see is a blood-red mountain with angry storm clouds brewing above it. As such, I cannot ascertain any meaning from it whatsoever. This photograph is my favorite photograph.
So, why'd you rip it in half?
That was not me. Besides, it was not a half that was ripped off. It was only a third. There is a drawing of me, a drawing of Detective Hawkshaw, and a drawing of Poppy and Fitz.
Oh. Did she just have a realization?
A wooden carving of my father, made by my father. Although, now that I look at it, I do not understand how he was able to paint the red parts without any red paint. It is a model of Freya, made by my father.
A model of Flora, you mean?
And a man with a beard. And a little red and white creature.
Why would my father make a model of Freya?
Okay.
Freya drew these,
Yeah, I think so. There's a note on the back.
but she never showed them to me.
Well, I think it was a gift for your mother. Like a private thing between Freya and Flora.
Okay. We have nothing more with her. So, we know we can question him on something. And then there's Fitz's room.
You get a good view of the lake from here.
Oh, no, him. Not the window. Okay, suspicion
So,
about the paints.
About this paint we found in your room.
Nothing suspicious about it. I used it to paint, obviously. Totally normal thing to do.
We never said it was suspicious.
Yeah.
Come on then, out with it. What exactly are you accusing me of?
It's not your paint pot.
It's not your paint pot. Did you take it from somewhere else?
What on earth? It's definitely mine. I even have proof. Look, the lid matches the ones on all my other paint pots. End of discussion.
That's not the end of the discussion.
We need a clue to compare with Felix's red paint. Something to prove who it actually belongs to.
Okay. So, Freya's paints.
Let's take a closer look at this.
Okay, I see. This one's a mountain. What's the connection between these two? This and this. Was full of, was used to paint. Exactly the same, was stolen and replaced. Freya's red paint pot was stolen and replaced with Felix's red paint pot. Both were left in Flora's tower, but the lids were swapped to hide it.
Freya's red paint pot was stolen and replaced with Felix's red paint pot, but the lids were swapped to hide it.
That red paint is from Freya's supplies, not yours. Swapping the lids doesn't hide what you did.
Why are you bothering me about paint anyway? And none of this is connected to your murder.
Okay. The red paint pot was somehow filled with blood. Before Freya used it to paint Flora.
This red paint pot was somehow filled with blood before Freya used it to paint Flora.
Oh, that's definitely something. Right, fine. Here's the story. I was busy working on
Which version?
a project when I suddenly realized I had run out of red paint. There was a certain amount of time pressure, so I politely asked Freya if I could borrow hers. Just for a little while, you know, perfectly reasonable request.
But she said no.
I tried to explain why I needed it, but she didn't seem to care. So, well, I took Freya's red paint pot and swapped it with my own empty one.
You went into her room?
Not my proudest moment, but it's just paint. I didn't touch anything else.
And the paint pot you left behind was definitely empty?
Quite. I have absolutely no idea how it got blood in it, if that's what you're asking.
Why were you in such a hurry to get a hold of red paint anyway?
I was trying to finish this in time for Flora's birthday. I needed red to paint the final details.
Could you not have just used a different color?
Out of the question. It had to be red and white.
If you managed to finish it, why haven't you given it to Flora yet?
Well, I decided against it in the end. After what happened, seemed a bit insensitive.
Okay. So that's it for that. So we have one last place to go on this side, the Fellow Tower. That's here. Wow. Okay, this is quite minimalist, I have to say.
Oh, wow.
What?
It's a big empty space. An empty glass and an empty plate.
Looking at it is making me want to cry.
Why?
I don't know.
Assuming he doesn't spend much time in here anyway. Because I see that, but we're gonna...
It's a little
Copy?
handmade card. Someone's drawn a heart on the front. Inside it says, to Fitz, from PP.
Hey,
That
Penelope
poor plant.
Pointer.
Looks pretty healthy to me.
Healthy, but sad. I think it would rather be outside.
Doesn't look soft. There's someone outside the window.
Something outside the window. It's probably just a rock.
You sure?
Okay. I mean, I guess I can see a detail of this eye-looking thing.
Hello.
Not hidden very well, is it?
Doesn't need to be. It's locked.
I mean, it's not hidden at all. What?
It's a
in the-
combination lock. Sort of.
Arrange the piece of paper to... Oh, here you go. I would love it if... Okay, I think this... I need to move this to the side. I don't know about that. No. Then where would this fit then? Unless... This doesn't look like it fits at all. I really just need to find out what this one goes towards. Can't rotate anything, so... Maybe? I don't know how to interpret this. Arrange the pieces of paper to find the combination for the padlock. Is there like maybe more than one type of... But then... How do you know what color? So like that fits there. We have this one that fits here. Okay, this is a teardrop. But... Yeah, I just really don't understand how the color thing's supposed to go. Is there any other teardrop besides this one? Okay. Oh, wait, this is the teardrop one. Okay, so maybe there's only particular shades for particular ones. I think I actually have this one right here. Oh wait, this might be the one image I'm looking at before. Okay, so I just need to get this last one then. Which... Man, I can't remember which image I'm supposed to be. Yeah, so this one matches this one. The teardrop was on this side. What about... And then this was... Okay, so we just need to figure out this last one here. Which side have I not done? That's the question. I don't know about this one. Got the teardrop. This is the teardrop one. Oh. Okay, hold on. Let's move this to the side here. Probably... Yeah, I'm way out of time. I got so distracted with this. Oh. But... none of these fit. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna end the set here then. Oh wait, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong one.
That's done it.
Neat. Anything in there?
Yeah, it's wrapped in a cloth. Hold on. Huh, that's kind of ominous.
That is not a knife, that is a trowel. A metal gardening trowel with a decorative pattern. It has a decorative pattern engraved onto it and letters either side of a heart. Penelope and Fritz Fellow. Okay, with that I'm going to end this in here because I am technically over time. So, thank you for liking if you liked, thank you for commenting if you commented, thank you for subscribing if you subscribed, and thank you for simply clicking on this video. Until next time guys, see ya!